powerful, insanely powerful. There is no better way to unite people than to give them a So my homegirl here, she commented and said, the number one thing I hate about Trump is he sows seeds of racism and division in our country. So I don't think that Trump solely sows division. I honestly think in a lot of ways he sows unity as well as division. What do I mean by that? There is no stronger way, no better way in this world to unite people than to give them a common enemy, to unite them amongst oppression, to say, hey, these people hate your race or hate your patriotism or hate your political party. There is no better. As a black man, I'm gonna make it about race today. Every time as black people, we've done the best in this country, had the most economic, had the most land ownership. It was generally speaking at a time when we felt like it was everybody versus us. When a lot of Republicans bring up that blacks used to vote Republican back in the day and how we did so much better, how we had more land ownership and how we had a lot more small business, and they're not lying. My great-grandfather was a very wealthy man. What they don't say is context matters. It wasn't that us voting Republican is why we did better. It was the fact that we voted Republican and we had a common enemy, which was, you guessed it, white people. Be you Democrat or be you Republican, whites didn't fuck with us. The white Democrats were racist to us and the white Republicans were racist to us. So when you had the black grocery store in the black neighborhood, yeah, they're going to do good because the black-owned grocery store is the only option for black people. They can't go to the white grocery store. If they can, they're going to get caught a bunch of N-words, et cetera, et cetera. Their daughter might get assaulted. Yes, the players in the Negro baseball leagues, they're not going to make as much as the MLB players, but yeah, they're going to make a little bit amount of money because all we got right now. All we know is that white people don't fuck with us and we have to do. When I compared Trump to Louis Farrakhan and I compared him to Marcus Garvey and I compared all of them to Hitler, a lot of y'all got mad at me. But one thing I was saying with stand still is there was one common thing in their message, even though their methods differed. Hitler's is a bit extreme, but there was one commonality in all the messages. There was a common enemy. There was a common enemy. In Trump's messaging, the common enemy is illegal immigrants and people who hate America, which basically means Democrats. I genuinely do feel that for his base, a lot of people genuinely do unite around that message. A lot of people do feel, I ain't gonna hold you, a lot of them people he be talking, I feel like a lot of Americans feel more proud to be American because of his messaging. There are a lot of people who do not and feel like the vision's being sold because they're speaking from the perspective of saying, hey, some of these groups that you're talking about, I got cousins in that group. I got what? You saw that video of that one guy from Florida who was crying, et cetera, because his wife got deported, and much respect to him. That's what I'm talking about. When we were doing it, when Louis Farrakhan was doing it, when Marcus Garvey was doing it, it was so much more easier because it was easier for us to just say, hey, as a race, it's us versus white people. When Hitler was doing it, it was easy to say, hey, it's us versus the you-know-whats. So, yeah,